Hello, my name is Megan. Welcome back to my channel, Adventures with Megan. We're in Sri Lanka. We are running along the railway line in Ella. There is a footpath. I have checked Google, but this does happen. We arrived in Ella today. We went to a cafe for food. We played double. I've got a sports bra on with like a water bottle holder, which is why this looks slightly strange. And I'm up, running along the Nine Arches Bridge. I found it. Look at the bridge. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. I found the bread man. I had 70 in the back of my phone. I've got a pup festy. Don't know what it is. I managed to find the bread man on my run and I bought something for 70 rupees. Don't know what it is. I think it was called something like a poo pessi, but I can't remember now, and so I can't Google it. It smells like caramelized onion. I've got an egg in it, I think. Oh, it's spicy. It's like egg, spice, chili, definitely. Caramelized onion. It is tasty, it's just a bit spicy. Okay, we've been to a roti stand for tea because we only had lunch like 3 hours ago. Oh, actually no, quite a long time ago now. Anyway, I'm not that hungry. I don't know if I'm even hungry enough for this, but it's a chicken roti. April said it's not spicy. Oh, it's yummy. No, it does taste like fajitas. That's good, yeah. I have a chocolate cake for pudding, which I think I actually might put in the fridge for brekkie, but it's from the Rainbow Cafe that I went to earlier. And their cake of the day, they give 50% of the money to street dogs. We love that. It is the next day. We are off on an adventure, as you can tell by the backpack. So we have dropped off our laundry at the accommodation next to us to pick up tomorrow. And today we've got quite the day. It's lunchtime, we're just leaving, but we are just going out for some food and then going to see the Nine Arches Bridge that I ran to yesterday. Potentially going to the Little Adams Peak as well because it doesn't look too treacherous. And then we've got a cooking class at 5 p.m. So we're currently on the path to the Nine Arches, the railway bridge. I have the app All Trails on my phone, which is super useful. I don't actually have the paid for one at the moment, so I can't like download the routes for when I don't have signal. But I have signal quite a lot of the time here, so that is good. So we're just following this route, which is a lot easier in the light and not after it's been raining. That's going to take us to the Nine Arches, but it's like a 10-minute walk from town and we're in nature. Look at these views. And then there's like little arrows, so you know that you're going the right way. I walked up a hill. It was a very steep hill, up lots of steps, and I'm at a Sanka cafe. I have a Fanta, and I have a beautiful view of the train line. The fella said there's a train at 1:30. It's currently 2, but he was like, it's just running a bit late. So hopefully I'll be able to see because the view of the train track is incredible. Look at this. Also, April's down there somewhere. She was like, you go on without me, it's too hot for me.
Some time later.
In classic Megan style, I'm walking on what All Trails says is a path, and I think it is a path, but I'm walking away from the viewpoint where the train was. We didn't see a train. I got talking to a lovely couple from Birmingham who were just on like a holiday to Sri Lanka, but have previously done a working holiday visa in Australia. So we were chatting about that. They have 2 beagles apparently. Love that for them. So I'm currently on a little path that's hopefully going to take me to the start of Little Adams Peak, but as you can see, a little bit overgrown. Okay, amazingly, I found the start of, oh my goodness, hey, there's a dog. I found the start of the Little Adams Peak walk, and amazingly, the cooking class that we're doing later is a 10-minute walk from here. So I have like just under 2 hours to do Little Adams Peak and back again. Absolutely need something to eat though. I've got Haribo's in my bag and some ginger biscuits actually. I was hoping for a little bit more. Okay, it's worth the effort. This is absolutely stunning up here. Hardly any people. It's beautiful. Wow. Heck. Just had my photo taken at the top by some Spanish people, so had a little catch up in Spanish, which was good to practice. So I'm gonna head back. Oh man, it's just so beautiful here. Look at those views. Someone just having a photo there as well. After hiking Little Adams Peak, I met up again with April and we went to a cooking class. So this is the honeybee cooking class, really hands-on. Rhiannon recommended this lady to me from when she was in Sri Lanka. So we started off by making our own coconut milk. So we cracked the coconuts and then we could drink the coconut water. We then got the shavings of the coconut, put it into a blender, and then we were making coconut milk to then squeeze out to, I think, get more juices from it. We were then rinsing out the rice and the lentils as part of our curries that we were making. So we made about 3 or 4 different curries altogether, and we were learning about the spices as we went along as well. Now, when I cook at home, I normally meal prep like 3 weeks of meals in one go, and I have frozen ready chopped onions. So I was asked to chop this onion, which is a very simple task when cooking, but flummoxed a little bit, I won't lie. We then moved on to making our own coconut rotis as well. So we're putting the flour together with the coconut, and mine did turn out a bit misshapen, I won't lie to you. We then also fried up poppadoms, which was really cool to see, and then we got to enjoy the food afterwards with our lovely group that we'd met that evening. It is the next day. We are off on a day trip today, so there's so many things to do around Ella, and there's like tuk-tuk city tours, but we messaged our accommodation and they've hooked us up with a guy called Kamara, who is taking us to Lipton Seat, a tea plantation and waterfalls. So I've got like my bikini top on underneath and my bottoms in my bag in case we can swim in the waterfalls. But yeah, day trip!
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes.
We have made it to our first stop, which is called Lipton Seat. So it's named after a Scottish guy who is the Lipton tea guy. And apparently he used to sit here and contemplate his plantation. So we've come up here. The views are somewhat limited because we're up high. It is noticeably cooler up here. I think we're at like 1,900 meters altitude, but it's nice vibes. It is nice vibes. We had to pay to get in here like 550. I imagine if the views were viewing it would be excellent, but it's cool to be up here. We have tea. We have black tea, and I don't know what this is. Maybe tamarind, maybe not. But you bite it a little bit, and then you have the tea. Oh, it's like harder than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be chewy. Oh, it's just sugar, really.
It's nice with the tea.
It's really good with the tea. Oh, they know. We've come to a tea factory. I don't think it was the one that we were initially going to go to. This one's called Damberten Tea Factory, because the fella was like, do you want one on the way back to Ella or back in Ella? And it took 2 hours to get to the Lipton place. And April was not feeling fantastic in the tuk-tuk, so I was like, well, if we get one on the way back, then it'll break the journey up. So we're here. I'm hoping for like a tea tour and find out about the tea leaves. So yeah, let's go check it out.
A few moments later.
That was short-lived. They are closed today. So go to another one then. Okay, we have been to the tea plantation. Oh, the lighting. We've been to the tea plantation. I'll put like a little short form content of what happened there. It was really good. I can't remember the name of it, so I'll put it on the screen here. As you will see, I'm without April. Unfortunately, she does not feel well. The roads, so the Lipton Seat, were wild. So she's gone back to the accommodation. I'm here at a waterfall. It's a little bit treacherous to get down, I will say. I'm glad I've got like hiking tivas on, but I look like I've rolled my trousers up, so it's quite the look. So we're just going off to find a waterfall, and it's beautiful here. Look at all this. Apparently this is rice. This is not tea, this is rice. So I've reached the waterfall, as you can probably hear. But because it's rained, it's like super brown. I don't think it's completely worth it because of the rain. I was expecting something beautiful and blue. I went to a place called Clay Pot for tea and would highly recommend the fried chicken noodles. And then as I was coming out, it was near the train line and there was a train passing nearby. It is the next day. I am off to hike Ella Rock this morning. I've just been for brekkie, so I had coffee, smoothie bowl, and now I'm off to hike Ella Rock. It's already quite warm. I've got my factor 50 on. Let's go. So this hike, already been quite uphill from start to finish, is due to be about 7 miles, I think. Quite hilly, obviously, because we're going up a rock. I think the first bit is actually getting to the railway lines. I think I need to walk along the railway lines for a bit, which might be a little bit dicey because I think there's a train due because we're getting that train tomorrow. Okay, I found the train line. also acquired a dog. The Spanish family that I met up Little Adams Peak a couple of days ago, and I also saw the girls from the family yesterday. I've just walked past this morning. They're going to think I've made up that I'm travelling with April, because every time I've seen them I've been on my own. Excellent. So I think we've got like maybe a mile along the railway track and then heading up to the start. There is a footpath along the railway line, so we shall see. See, there. Okay, I'm still on the train tracks, yet to meet a train, but I did just hear one honk. How stunning is this? Oh my goodness. Central Sri Lanka is absolutely stunning. Okay, I can see the train. There it is. Is it coming here? Maybe it's coming here. Excellent. It is moving incredibly slowly, I will say, so I think chances of me getting run over are low. But I'm gonna hop onto a little rock here. Definitely found the train. So I was just walking along past where the train got, and a lady was like, oh no, you need to go this way to Ella Rock. And I was like, And she was like, look at the arrow. And I was like, no, I'll just follow the route on my watch. And no one stopped me from walking along the railway line. So I'm just going to follow the route that I've got on all trails. I imagine that arrow would have taken me to her cafe. Okay, there was like a bit of construction up there, and he just like pushed me round to, like, showed me around to a bit of the track that didn't have falling rocks on. So I think it is fine to come this way. Okay, if you are following the All Trails route, that's like the 6 mile one, and there's a dodgy looking path just on the left after you cross the bridge, that is the one you meant to take. Because I went a different way, definitely trespassed through someone's garden. The lady was like, oh, Ella Rock path is down there. I was like, that's the path I'm taking on the way back. But I'm now back on the right path. This definitely looks like a path, not someone's garden, so that's good. Very glad I set off earlier because it is warm also, TMI. But the person who did the washing, like the laundry service, did not wash this properly. It smelt when I put it on this morning. The armpits are not fragrant this morning. Like these type vibes, yeah? Definite path. Okay, so I've just found a man. He's got a hut. He's gonna make me a cup of tea. There is a tiny puppy here. Look at this little angel. Oh my goodness. Okay, other people have been passing me, which is a good sign. And I've reapplied some sun cream. I think the UV's only just got to a level where you should be wearing sun cream, but I put this bad boy on 2 hours ago, so I have reapplied. I have some sweet tea. Also, he has a dog that looks like a spaniel. Very intrigued. Right, I don't know if you can see. This looks like a little spaniel. Look at him. Oh my goodness. I'm now in a nice bit of woodland. So it's nice and shaded with like this. I found some flags. There's the Sri Lankan flag, and also, I don't know if it's a flag of like South Sri Lanka with like lots of different colours on, but we've seen it in many places. Look how beautifully flat and shaded this bit of the route is. Okay, we're going uphill now. If you can hear a noise in the background, it's the train. The walking flat along a contour line didn't last for very long. I'd say this walk is definitely doable. It's not like that technical underfoot. It's just quite steep, obviously. It's hot. The UV's 8, so it's like 10 AM. I can see why people do it at sunrise, but I was like, we only have to be walking up in the dark, so. Ooh, I see people. This is good. I think people normally come down this way. I'm back on flat now. The people that were coming towards me were Italian, and the lady had the most coordinated outfit. How is she not looking like a sweaty mess? I look like a damp potato. Okay, I think we're about to come to like a beautiful viewpoint. Wow. I'm now going to another viewpoint, which I think is like the main one. I was watching the Frugal Travellers video on Ella Rock yesterday, and I think this is a bit where you have to pay 900 rupees to like enter the viewpoint. But I can see like a hut thing up there. Interesting. Okay, I'm unsure what this is, but if this is some kind of like accommodation, that would be amazing. Look at this main viewpoint. actually toilets at the top, and they flush. Obviously there's no toilet paper, but like Western toilets at the top. Also, if you come up via the second viewpoint, as per the 6 mile All Trails route, and don't come to the Ella Rock viewpoint first, you don't have to pay to get to the Ella Rock viewpoint. I've just walked past the cabin where you're meant to pay, but because I was going the other way, no one said anything. So a little bit of a tip for you there. Okay, now I'm gonna head back down and spend the 900 rupees I saved buying stuff from like independent cafes on the way back down. I love that. I've caught Breadman again. I've got a sugary round thing. It just tastes like bread and sugar. It's good though. It is sometime later. I'm obviously washed and everything and fully recovered from the hike this morning. So my thoughts on Ella Rock hike, beautiful, like so glad I did it. Definitely doable. I would personally say I probably have like an above average level of fitness just because like I run quite a lot at home, but the trail like wasn't too technical. It was like obviously quite hilly because it was up and down a hill. I would say coming down was a lot harder than going up just because it was quite steep, but like definitely doable. The whole hike was like 8.5 miles from our accommodation, well from the main road of Ella, but you can get a tuk-tuk to like the trailhead if you wanted to just do the Ella hike. It took me about 4 hours I think, with like stops and photos and talking to people and things like that. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I have loved the time in Ella. We've had 4 nights here, which is like the longest consecutive we've had anywhere, and I'm really glad we've had so long here because there's so much to do. It's beautiful landscapes and it's a bit cooler as well, so it's like nice. Would highly recommend coming to Ella, even if you're not into hiking and stuff. It is beautiful around here and there's loads of places to eat. Like there's the main strip here, but when you go away from it, it's a lot quieter and cheaper as well. So we're just packing up now. As you can see, I've just created a mess everywhere, but we're packing up now because we're leaving early tomorrow. We've got a real busy day tomorrow. We're getting the train to Nuwara Elia, having high tea hopefully, seeing the post office, seeing Little England, and then going on to Candy from there. So stay tuned for that one. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.